point. But anyway, here we go. Game number 1. I'm very excited. Here we go.
And here is the grand finals. It is Zajic, that's Tim. He puts Tim and TimConLAN up against Stink Like Soccer. Repeat of TimCon 3 Warsow grand finals. Last time, Stink went 3-1 to take his first ever TimCon, which he then followed up 2 days after with Quake Live versus Nurse. And this was the map that Tim won. It's a map that he knows fairly well. He doesn't think he's that great at it. Most people disagree. And here we go. Now, Stink... He's an animated fellow.
Oh yeah,
entertainingly so, endearingly so.
Yeah.
And even if he sounds like he's tilted, he's not. He's cool like that. We all like him. He's great.
Lovely man.
Lovely man. He's 2 frags up currently.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. He's so used to winning.
I don't
Missing is an affront to his personal sensibilities. And there is an expectation of himself that maybe if he fails to fulfill.
Well,
you could see things go right,
yeah.
But the thing is, I've never seen him fail to fulfill the expectation. He's always just hit the rails when he's asked to, and it's pretty good.
He's a very solid player.
Right, red coming up here. Tim can't punish. He's going to try and get away. Nice. It's just.
We can't even take the red.
The rail jump into the rocket jump. Warsow. I don't know about that. This is the opposite of Warsow, but he can say. Hold the stack lead.
It's not really holding him back though.
And nothing's up for a while, so this is interesting for Tim. Is he just going to go for some damage?
He's doing pretty well. Oh my!
What the Stink's LG was horrific.
Yeah, but not just that. Tim's was amazing, right? Oh, he's done
3 HP.
Yeah,
so
that's not a lot.
This is hard to work with, although I saw it coming.
Yeah, no.
Full damage is actually fairly extreme. Also.
Yeah, it is.
His rocket jumping damage. Oh,
but he was really close to landing on it though. That was the thing.
Yeah, certainly. You can make that play.
Yeah.
Doesn't come off this time.
So, quite a one-sided start, but Zajic has kind of pulled back a little bit.
It doesn't matter too much. WDM11, not fast, but even so, Warsow 3 frags. Yeah, I wouldn't be worrying too much. Now, coming back like this with the LG. Now, they played earlier today. They were in the same group. Have played a best of 3. Stink won 2-0. It was fairly convincing, but I think less convincing than you might have expected, especially on WDM6. Not a map that Tim is particularly familiar with, but he put up a really good fight.
Yeah, he really did.
On his pick, which was WDM15, he sort of got, well, as they say in the hood, mashed up. It was a little bit ugly, just up against a debilitatingly good rail. It's the sort of rail that just completely breaks apart all your decision making, invalidates the vast majority of it.
It's hard to play against. I mean, arguably impossible to play against once you hit a certain amount of rail. Impossible might be a strong word, but you catch my drift.
Yeah.
This game has slowed down a lot.
Well, on 11 you can decide if it's slow or not. And both players sort of have that agency. There's almost no way if Tim's playing reasonably, or vice versa, the in-control player can just walk on the other player and trample him. For the most part, you still have to be worried about your own ammo, and the getaway is pretty common.
I don't know if you noticed, but Stink's rail has not been as good this game.
It was good at opening that, but this, that was the difference maker. That was a huge factor in why he was so dominant on WDM15 in their group stage game. That was somewhat unfortunate for Stink. I mean, he hit everything he could. But
he was just a bit too damage out.
Just camera thing. Iffy. I mean, it's such a fast game as Warsow, but because it's so fast, it's like in Quake Live, you would never jump around a corner because if you're in the air and someone then LGs you, it's so punishing.
Yeah.
The same principles are true of Warsow, it's just sometimes with enough speed you circumvent them, or, people don't perceive it as quite as positional, so that happens. You saw Tim come around the corner into an LG, very, very bad news. They're 5-1 up. Stink on WDM11 has a pretty simple job, and I want to point out that position he had there by the upper green, just amazing. Like, this map when you're in control, it's just jumping between those two ledges, cycle to the items when need be, so you have sight of absolutely everything. Now, if Tim doesn't want to give him that vision, he can decide to do so. Also, I mean, this is a little bit suicidal, but Sting looks flustered. That was, that was weird, and he throws out the Tim, please. We've all been there. We've all been there.
Yeah, Tim's definitely in this game at the
Mega
moment.
up there, and yeah, it goes to Sting. So, he has 50, he's dead. Yeah, he could have had 50. But then, even then, there wasn't too much coming up. There was no way he could get to red. Sting is going to beat him there. Tim has, I would say, stifled the growth of Sting, like Sock, but never really have inroads been made into the lead itself. It's just slowed it down.
Well, it's the rails is such a big part, right?
It's such a big part, and this thing, out of control play, I think, in all games, can come down to railing. Depends on your approach. I mean, obviously there are other ways, but
it's a big part of it.
Because movement is slightly more powerful, and because trapping is probably slightly harder. Good out of control play, I think, is maybe more rail centric and more so. I could be wrong there, and I'm not a good player by any means. But that seems to be the way it is to me, and Tim is not a rail-heavy player whatsoever, but he still can get some good timings like this, and in with the plasma, in with the real hope.
Ooh, he's forced Sting out.
He's ever so now, I think they're both exceedingly close. And certainly, Tim was railable, a great rail from Sting. He will go down. We have a 5-frag deficit. Red. Heartbreaker if he knew, and if he knew that he didn't just go to Mega there, it might be even worse. But Sting won't be on that. He's instead going to YA. Picking up the 50 that I think he needed. And Tim can try to chase it, but they're fairly even on the stack. Tim did get the greens. I was talking about this with him over dinner. The greens are great on this map, and it's half because the positioning after you get the greens is so good, and it's half because there's 2 of them, but they're more or less next to each other because it's teleported between them. That's close. There's not really much you can say about that decision-making wise. Just someone hit 2 more plasma balls.
Yeah, and that's been a lot of the fights, right? A lot of the fights have been down to 1 or 2 plasma, or like 1 or 2 cells of
to an extent. I mean, I think that so some of the finishing rails from Sting are in a position where Tim can retaliate.
Yeah,
and so Sting's low, but he's also invincible from that range. So maybe needs that caveat, but
which is why I think Tim's like rushing him off spawn a few times, because that's been quite a few of the frags where it's like,
well, this is a multi-life macro game, right? So you just need to break him once, and then we'll see what can get rolling. And if you sense a little bit of weakness, you try and get him. That's
he's out of
really bad shotgun damage. So could have been way more. And if it was, well, that's a difference maker. Still though, his 50, his YA, red coming up, doesn't really have a weaponry to make a push though. And I think you might just have to let it go. Pick up LG ammo is really good. Hitting that rail's really good, but he is now behind on stack. And the other nice thing about this upper area here, he just walked past where rel ammo should have been. There's rocket ammo, LG ammo by a jump. As with all Warsow maps, really the high ground so incredibly important.
I mean, that's Arena FPSO in it.
I mean, it is, but because of the ammo management in particular, it's perhaps even more so. And especially because these items are slightly trappy, it's not too difficult to get the damage worth of that item. So you can, it's like you get in control, you get your items, and then you just sit up top. This works on quite a few maps from what I can tell.
Yeah, Stink's looking going to be hard to shake at the moment.
Well, this is the thing. I want to talk about the strategical tenets, but Stink doesn't adhere to them. He doesn't have to.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He makes smart decisions.
Yeah.
They take a long time to unwind, though. It is 6.
And he plays quite he seems a lot of time play quite. You Dansk? Is it Dansk playing well or Draki? No, it's Draki.
No, he plays more like Dansk.
I guess so.
Big rails, a lot of speed.
Yeah. But sometimes he does just stand and turret. He was doing versus Al a few times. He'll just turret up.
If he can get away with it. I've tried to join the grand finals. I wish I could have been there. So that was Tim's pick.
Yeah.
Pretty one.
Oh, did you see that little?
The gunblade's a legitimate weapon.
It's so good.
Fox was always getting me with a gunblade.
Yeah.
You were getting me with a gunblade a lot.
Yeah.
Gunblade. Warsow. You're killing me a lot with it. It's good. Yeah, but it's good weapon. Like, it's not like
utility.
a melee or even a starter or another gun. It has one of the highest DPSs.
Get ready to fight.
If you hit perfectly.
3, 2, 1.
It auto hits.
Fight. You are tied
No.
for the
Does
lead.
it, if you so the shooting cooldown applies to the melee. Yeah, it applies to the melee. But the melee itself doesn't have a cooldown. Well, I mean it does, but it's tiny. So you can always shoot after you've melee, but you can't melee after you shoot.
Back to this game.
Back to this game. So this is WDM6. This is Stink Like Sock's pick in the last best of 3. It was surprisingly close.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Tim play much of this map.
They played you on it. He
slow
looked pretty good.
Yeah, but that was way closer than my pick. No, that doesn't make any sense to me because I don't play this map at all. Every time I play Stink on it, I get absolutely destroyed. And yet Tim was able to bring it to him. So losing 11, I don't think is too important. Winning this, I also don't think is too outlandish. You know, in the context of Tim versus Stink, which is always going to be pretty one-sided. You're right there.
Tim might be able to get a frag off this.
Stink so fast, he misses the 50, and then could get on the 25s here. But if you got the 50 on the first go, then he would have gone down to 25s and held the high ground. It's not a great high ground. It's actually one of the worst areas on the map. But there we go.
Hard to kill him off.
Here we go. Settling for the YA. Getting stuck. Now for Tim.
Oh, that's a shame. That was really close.
That's something you see quite a lot.
Yeah. Because arguably Stink was trapped there, right? He tried to escape and you missed it, so he just took the fight.
No, that was just bad shotgun, really. There's not much to it. Going through the fence is Stink. Mega. Would love to have picked up that green. Now Plasma Fight versus LG. Tim's LG looking pretty good. Rockets as well. Third one misses though. And he can't finish it. It's the fadeaway.
It's the same thing again.
Absolutely sensational.
Fadeaway rails. He's did that so many times in the previous map.
Yeah. And he misses a second duck like that. What's going on with the whip? Get that down.
Get that down?
Get it down. Can't cast in these conditions, Martin. You are? I've been told that Doombring is pick, pick, drop, drop instead of drop, drop, pick, pick. I'm disgusted. I'm not happy about it. Alright. Stink with the mega. Tim with the red. Leave it. LG comes out, no ammo, and yeah, it's a pretty horrible area. There's a wall to the back of you. Pillar to the right. It's always ugly. And Tim. No, this isn't too bad. Still's a red. Mega. Oh, he could have got the mega there. That is not great. Now Stink's going to get it. Is he setting up a trap outside? I don't think he is. He's probably in position for YA. Maybe not. Yeah, yes, he's about to get YA. There it is. He's getting LGMO as
Can
well.
he get good position for red?
He's going to string back onto red. We'll get it. Stink forced retreat.
Okay.
Now he's moving a lot. I'm not really too sure what he wants though. That's the finicky area. In fact, Tim might not even know about that. I knew about it. I've never used it. Tim usually pretty good at learning maps, but I don't know. That's a small detail. Now, Stink would love to have that red. No such luck. We'll probably pick up this YA unless Tim has anything to say about it. LG comes out. Look at the miss there. And the rockets are fantastic from Stink. Incredibly low HP. Gonna get this mega though. And all that work.
Yeah, he's not got the 50 up either to work off. Tim's in a perilous position. I'll go look for the 225s. I think they're up, but it looks like he's actually going to avoid that spot.
Well, Sting was there. So it turns out.
Oh, good reason. Oh, that's a shame.
Not too bad.
It
5-2 is
starts to...
Yeah, you got some damage. That's a good route.
It's not the end of the world.
That's an annoying route. Okay, stuck.
Oh,
yeah, that happens.
That was a rocket.
Well, you can only go one of two ways, and that's
back.
force spawn. Okay.
His rail's back on.
Yeah, Tim got some pretty bad spawns there.
Yes. Oh. Hmm.
That's some bad
That's a shotgun
weapon selection.
position. Let's hit the rail.
No matter that. And that'll happen.
And again.
Right. So we're now hemorrhaging frags.
Yeah, this is getting rough quick.
Tim...
It's still not. I mean,
He only needs one frag, really. Like, because it's Warsow, he can do what Stink just did to him.
yeah.
I mean, the difference, though, I would say, between Stink and the other players here, if you were to try and find one really defining difference, is that he doesn't really drop the... I mean, he drops easy rails sometimes, but, like, if you have a sitting duck life that spawns right in front of him, unlike a lot of people here, he doesn't throw it because it seems too good to be true. He's very good, as a, like, in general, good players of Arena FPS at just doing the basic bread and butter stuff.
Yeah.
Where less experienced players, I guess, in competition might be more nervous and succumb to nerves and that. And I'm not talking about the player, but we will lose to him as well. Right. Rocket's pretty good here from Tim. Would have loved to have hit that rail. Is in a bit of an awkward spot to try and contest this red. I don't think he will. Still, Stink remains very killable. Tim, the issue there is there's no real predicting where he goes. You can only pick one. What's maybe not so great is allowing him to have the wires, but I think Tim might just be at a bit of a loss at what items are up at when. Looks that way to me anyway. Still though, Stink by no means invincible at this point. OG
Yeah,
comes out, 225s, he'd love them. The OG was good enough. Shame that he gives away the red once again on the 25.
Yeah, and that's
he
the thing,
remains
like, if he had
dangerous.
just a tiny bit more LG, he would have got the frag, got the red, and he'd be set for the next frag. Now he's got to work for it again.
Good rails on land, lads. It's dangerous. And bear in mind that this is only a best of 5. It's not double elim, so we're playing the 1 series.
Yeah.
And Tim loses this. He's on map point. I mean that in a bad way. For 3 more maps versus a player that on paper is quite a lot superior. And you can see Stink right now fairly comfortable, holding the high ground. Tim has to try and get in there. Does a decent job.
His movement's so clean though that he can just get away from that kind of situation.
Yeah, you need a certain level of aim to really pin him down, which I'm not too sure Tim, apart from at his very best, is quite capable. Might get a frag here.
Again.
Okay, well he doesn't give up the red this time. That might be costly, I don't know. I mean, it's still a lot of frags to make up. Plasma comes in, and finally we do see the frag. Okay.
It's more of a
Healthy
time
stack.
issue now.
It is. Healthy stack, though. And here should be another easy one. Plasma will clinch it. Difficulty at the moment actually is ammo. Only 2, and he's not picking up any. He feels too desperate to get to this red. Might well pay off. He's pretty healthy on rockets now as well on the LG. Is he going to deny the way I use it? Okay, deny. And I feel at this point it has to be a full-on charge. He can play somewhat reckless, but I'd love to see him pick up plasma ammo, if I'm honest. And this becomes quite close, and it becomes a death. Too good of a defensive position there.
That's a shame, because that was like his last opportunity.
Yeah, I think that might well be the map wrapped up, and you can see he's now just going for Hail Marys. Not a million miles off. Hit slightly better shotgun, and he would have had it, but
That's kind of the theme of this matchup, though. I think he's not a million miles off, but he's just not quite there.
it's like he's decisively not there.
Yeah, but it's decisively not there overall. But each increment, each engagement's slim.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Yeah, exactly.
Death by 1,000 rails. It is Tim. You'll be glad to know 15. I know, Tim. It was battering. Believe in you.
Let's win the next three.
Call the vote.
Next 3, mate. Next 3. Become a TimCon champion again. It's been a while. It's been a while. What's chat saying?
Yeah, what is chat saying? Are they saying anything?
Nothing interesting.
Oh, okay. Related at all? Fair enough.
Game over.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Potentially the last map here. Of course, we're all hoping that it's not the case.
Yeah, definitely.
Tim v Stink Like Sock. The winner of this map, if it's Stink, will be crowned a TimCon champion once more. That hugely illustrious and well-respected and revered title. Stink's won 2 before, been in a final in a third. Tim has also won 2 actually, and he's been in I think something like 5 fights.
Yeah,
but
he's
TimCon. Yeah, pretty much. Well, not right, but not TimCon 3. Right, TimCon 3 was when it got real. TimCon 3 is when it got way more real. TimCon 1 and 2 were preschool for babies.
Here we go. Talking about preschool. Can Tim take
WDM 15.
socks to preschool
You are tied for
or
the
to
lead.
school?
Maybe. WDM 15. This was actually Stink's. No, it was Stink's pick. Which I like. This is a map I've beaten Stink on before.
Oh
it's
no!
quite doable. Nah, Tim can do that, don't worry.
Can he?
Also, they can't see that. We're watching the other POV.
Pardon?
They're watching the other POV. They
Right.
don't know which one.
Why?
It's on the stream.
Yeah.
It was watching the other
You
player.
have lost.
No, it wasn't.
Player you went was not the one the stream was watching.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah,
He missed a
you were
red.
watching Tim.
Yeah, he dropped the red.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
No. Tim, he went onto the red platform and dropped down without taking it. That's what was going on about.
You thick bastard. And I don't mean 2 C's, although he is.
Oh. That's brutal.
Stink. Oh, I shouldn't really be allowed to do that jump this. Good chase here, though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's something.
And Stink will kill himself via crit. Always happens. Always happens. Gunblade. Good gun.
Deadly.
Although most guns are good versus 1 HP.
True. Especially the gravity gun.
If all my opponents had 1 HP, Martin, I would win some games.
Some games.
You doubt it?
I don't doubt it, girl.
Tim's probably very low, though. Only imagine he is.
Oh.
Not good enough here. No.
Yes.
And I think...
This is got a clash here. It's possible for
Right.
Tim to work with this.
I think Tim needs to slow down. He's trying to play Stink on his own turf. Like, if you, like, what if you just stopped there? What if you just didn't go anywhere? What happens then? What's your likelihood of getting some damage off? I don't know. I think it might be higher there. Instead of just running around Mega, you should know it's not there.
That's a good LG pin.
Yep. Going out with teleporter is usually suicide, and it might well turn out to be here.
Oh.
Tim sort of fluffs it though, and Stink will capitalise with a disgusting rail.
Yeah.
It's absolutely vicious. It's barely recognisable by the human eye, but here we go.
Okay.
This is a red. And
Mega
LG ammo, really important here. Should be able to finalise this kill, but no, instead he's going to give away Mega. And now we can't really get away safely. Going to try and get to 50, then way out. But in the meantime, there's another way out.
And that's the movement flips we were talking about before. It's like, had he been a bit more confident with his movement now, or it's more competent, that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah. Oh, that hurts. This hurts a lot. Now, usually this high ground position with LG is so powerful. Your jump can get past most of their weapons, hypothetically. Like, more often than not. Their jump, though, if they get hit by any LG, does not make it. It's got much lower tolerance. But walking into a direct will change the game quite dramatically. And already it's 5-frag lead for Stink Light. So he really wants that third TimCon trophy. And it might well be the start of domination once again. Let's hope not. He is the only really legitimate Warsow player here, though, so it should be the case.
Yeah. Oh, bit of a club there from Stink. Tim might be able to capitalise. Looks like he will.
Right. What is Tim going to try for? He's going to try for a really sick rocket.
Yeah, drive-bys. Can't finish it off though. Oh,
He says Wagwan. OG fight. Close. No cigar this time. Might well be able to get on the red hood tonight. What does he have? He does have OG, of course, off.
yeah, he's going to have ammo rapidly though,
Where's he jump? Where's he jump?
and he can't really stay there. He's gonna get
I don't get why he
rockets
jumped down there. I have no idea. But here we go. We'll get the mega here.
on. Can he get away?
Yeah,
Oh.
he's doing a bit of beat damage, so you can't really bite. I don't think he has rail.
Good LG.
OG, yeah, it's good. It's good. Is he watching? No, he's just going to get away himself. And they both just mass up. I think Late Soxo had 225s to work with, denied the other way. Now, we might want to map the mega up the jump pad.
Yeah, that's a good
Can't
catch.
really afford to do that, but he's just right on the mega. And it's too early for Stink to do, no, for Tim to do much of anything. No, he's going to drop down. He really wants the frag. It's not to be.
Yeah, and that could only go one of two ways. Like, he's either get oh, 1 in 10.
1 in 10.
All right, so 8-2.
Inside jokes.
5 minutes 54
Things
seconds.
that happened once. In a Discord call.
Yeah,
What
that's
is
a good one.
funny? Okay, both major items up now. That's
Yeah.
awkward. He's gonna give away red, but still chases and.
Oh, he might give away both.
You can't
Oh,
really
yeah,
get
sorry.
like the mega stink size if you get it cleanly.
Just think to
Because
notice
you,
it.
you didn't have anywhere else to be. We don't need it. Getting it for a little bit there.
Mm.
And I think it's probably good that Tim didn't just rush in there and try and get it instead. Gets way early. Still in a position where he can fight with one rail, one rocket, whatever. Instead walks right in Stink as he collects that upper YA. Well, top. He was there. And now we go back to the sort of game where Tim tries to get damage on the red. And in the process gets skewered.
I feel like Tim overcommitted to the previous fight a little bit too much. I guess he's kind of in that state now where he needs to overcommit to the score.
Yeah, it's very understandable. Playing against Stink's hard. Playing against Stink's well hard.
Yeah,
I can't
he's,
do
he's
it.
quite a good player here.
Yeah, best player here for sure.
Yeah.
And now you start to see the frag highlight clips roll on him.
Ooh. Brutal LG, and that sounds like a GG. My dude!
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I'm not
It's a step too
disappointed.
far. It's a step too far. And Stink Like Sock is once again a TimCon champion.
Crowned!
3 times.
Oh.
3 times. Tim, second place again. 2 TimCons in a row.
How do you feel?
In Warsow twice. Commiserations. Congratulations to Stink Like Sock. The insults are